There's a lot going on in this new garage. He's a little stinky, so I'm going to stand over here. Hey everybody, it's Army Guy E8, and welcome back to World of Tanks console. Today we're here to do a special collaboration interactive tank review between Ricky Tikki Tavi and myself. Ricky Tikki Tavi is a fellow World of Tanks console community contributor, and he's providing the gameplay at the end of this video, so make sure and stick around to check it out. And we're here to take a look at the new premium Soviet tier 8 medium tank, the K-91 version 2. There are 9 Soviet tier 8 medium tanks, and this is the 7th one in this class. We took this tank into battle 150 times with a 61% win rate and a pretty good 73% hit rate. And we one-marked it. So here's the bluff, the bottom line up front. I really like this tank. This tank combines the mobility and the gun of a medium tank with the turret armor thickness that rivals a heavy tank. And those combinations can allow you to play this tank pretty aggressively at times. The speed, maneuverability, and gun handling fit my playstyle, so we had some pretty great battles in it. And it comes at a really good price for 8,250 gold. But the 5 degrees of gun depression hurt this tank. So when you're trying to get into a haul down position and work those angles to where you only have the top of your turret exposed, the 5 degrees hurts you, and it makes it difficult to do sometimes. He's really stinky. Let's go take a look at the details. And what's the deal with the tongue? You're freaking me out. Put it away. Why is this thing always here? All I do is trip over it. Have it removed. The tank's origins. A variant of the Kilo 91 with the frontal placement of the turret. This vehicle was developed by the Design Bureau of the Army Corps of Engineers under the supervision of A.F. Krestev from March to August of 1949. The plan was to mount the 12-cylinder opposed piston supercharged diesel engine. Mounting brackets with ski-shaped supports were used to support the rollers. The development of the project was discontinued at the blueprint stage in December 1949. This premium vehicle has a 10% XP bonus and a 50% silver bonus. Let's look at the numbers. The speed, you're going to go 55 kilometers an hour in this tank, and it's a pretty maneuverable tank. The gun's a 100mm Delta 46 Tango Kilo gun, and right on the blueprints, you were supposed to have a rate of fire of 7.23 rounds per minute. With our 6-skill commander, we're at 9.3. That's a pretty good boost. Reload time was starting at 8.3 seconds. We're down to 6.4, so that's pretty quick as well. Accuracy starts at 0.35. We're at 0.31, and that's pretty average. Aim time is an average 2.2. Gun depression is 5 degrees. That's not good. That's what hurts this tank. Gun elevation is 20 degrees. The view range started at 380 meters. We're up to 464. You have 1,350 hit points. The ammo loadout. I love the ammo loadout on this tank. The Alpha ammo is APCR, and you'll pen 212 millimeters. The Premium Bravo ammo is HATE, and you'll pen about 290 millimeters. You'll hit the enemy for about 250 hit points on average if you pen them. The Charlie ammo is HE, and it'll pen about 50 millimeters. Let's take a look at the armor. The turret armor thickness is between 55 and 230 millimeters. The frontal hull armor thickness is between 80 and 140 millimeters. This tank has some great turret armor. Take advantage of that as much as possible and stay hull down. Now, if you come up against this tank and it's hull down, these are the spots you want to shoot at. Those are the weakest points, and they're both at 55 millimeters of armor. All right, here are some pictures of a battle that we had. Take a look at us. We're in a nearly perfect hull down position versus 6 red tanks. With 5 degrees of gun depression, this is the best we could do. And as you can see, these are the pins that went through the turret. These are the hits that we took. We expected to take a few, but this is where they got us. And these are the battle results. This is how much damage we bounced. This is how much we penned. and this is how much we assisted in. Pretty good battle. All right, those are the details. Let's go take a look at the commander. I gotta tell you, I love what they did with the 3D commanders this holiday season. They're pretty cool. A little freaky, but pretty cool. We're running Krampus in our tank, and he's got 6 skills. He's running 6 Sense, Situational Awareness, Camo Expert, Born Leader, Steady Aim, and Rapid Loading. The equipment that he's running on the tank is optics, of course, vents, advanced loader, and enhanced targeting information. We're also giving him some rations to get a boost when he needs it in those long battles. This one is vegetable crumbles in taco style sauce. That's disgusting. How are you supposed to eat vegetable crumbles in taco style sauce? Stop laughing at me. Follow your allies to the front line and evaluate how the assault is going to unfold. Your turret is more than capable of deflecting enemy rounds, so expect to earn some good XP as long as you have your hull protected. Locate your target and put the vehicle's excellent mobility and firepower to use. This gun handling allows you to fire accurate shots even while on the move. Flexibility is key. Switch between offensive and defensive tactics to keep the flow of the battle going in your favor. Hold your ground efficiently with your reliable rate of fire, accuracy, and sloped turret armor. Seek and destroy the enemy with your awesome firepower and mobility. All right, that's it. Those are the numbers. Now we're going to hand over the rest of the video to Ricky Ticky Tabby. Ricky's been playing World of Tanks for about 4.5 years, and he became a fellow community contributor around March of 2021. He has a popular YouTube channel, and the link is in the description of this video. So go over and follow him if you haven't done so already. All right, let's take this tank out on the battlefield and see what Ricky thinks of it, and see how he can make it perform. You need to take a shower.
All right, so what do we have here? Well, this is the K-91 version 2, the new tier 8 Russian medium in World War II. Army Guy has already gone over the statistics, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about what this feels like to play, or how I feel it plays from my point of view. Straight away in this game I make the error of trying to climb a hill that you can't climb, and I persist for a little bit longer before I realise you can't. And now I decide to get myself sorted. Alright, so K-91 version 2. The K-91 is already in the game as a tier 10 Russian medium, but this version 2, as I've already said, is a tier 8 premium, and as you can see, one of its strengths is its mobility. This thing is quick. For any medium in the game, this one is very, very nice to drive, and I've been playing a lot of Cold War recently, so I've gotten very, very used to tanks that are quick. Now, the difference between being in Cold War and being quick in World War II is that in Cold War, everyone keeps up with you. In World War II, they don't. And while the speed is a strength, I do think that it's also a negative, because as you can see on the minimap here, the game's coming up to just about 2 minutes, and I'm up here with the light tanks, I'm up here with the scouts, and as a medium, it's probably not where you want to find yourself, because you don't have the armor, you don't have the gun alpha, you don't have the damage output to really sort of support yourself, to hold your own. And that's it's being up front on your own is not a position you want to be in. And this game is playing out in a very, very strange way. We're 2.5 minutes in, roughly speaking, We've lost 2 tanks and there's nothing spotted on the minimap. They've not lost a thing. And at this point I'm thinking, I'm probably going to get spotted and absolutely smashed to pieces by everyone camping on the hill. So, waiting for this heavy to sit behind cover so that as I fire, he doesn't see me. And the teammate on my right, the AMX, is putting shots in as well. There's the oh, what's it, the tier 7 American TD that's been given away. There's one of those on the hill behind me as well. So I'm pushing up, being a little bit aggressive because we need targets. Backing up now, so that I've got cover between, well, I was backing up so that I had cover between myself and the IS-6, so I could put shots out. But it's at this point where I'm starting to think I've overextended. This is where the mobility becomes a negative, because I've pushed up. I've got no cover against that heavy up ahead of me. Absolutely no cover whatsoever. And I'm taking shots from the left on the hill, just beyond their cap. But this is where another pro comes in. The turret armor of the K-91 is nice. It's very nice, as you can see. I'm bouncing a lot of shots here. Second kill for our team goes to me. Continuing to bounce it. This is one thing that I do like about the K-91 version 2. The turret armor and the armor at the front is pretty good. The only issue with having good turret armor is that generally you'd want to have good gun depression, and it's only got that 5 degrees of gun depression, which is, it's like, it's a little bit annoying. And I've really overextended myself here. We're way too far up. I've got no support behind me. And as a medium, you need support. I was hoping that the tank destroyer behind me was going to put more shots in, which it seems the AMX is putting shots in, I know that, but the TD, I wasn't sure what the TD was doing for this game. Sitting in this dip now, hoping to use my turret armor for protection. Thinking better of it though, because at this point in the game I was looking at the minimap thinking I need to fall back because there's nothing, there's nowhere for me to hide, there's nowhere for me to take cover. I got to fall back to this position on the hill just up here with the HTC. That's it. It's the Premium Tank Destroyer HTC. And there's, oh, I forget the name now. So back to where we were, roughly 2 minutes into the game. Back to where we were at that point with the timer. But again, I'm thinking there's nothing spotted. We need targets, we need something to shoot at. And no one else is moving. So I sort of stick my hand up and say, alright, I'll do it, but I need help. Help. I don't know if the tank destroyer behind me saw that or acknowledged it or what, I don't know. But there's the IS-6, I can't push around that corner, all I can do is hope that someone else has a different angle. All that's left is for me to put shots in on the hill. And there's a general up there, which is general's a good tank. It's a very soft tank though. So, very, very nice target to shoot at, farm some damage. I think we get the kill. Yes, we get the kill. So that's 2 kills. 2 kills this game. I'm spotted, I'm targeted, I know it. I'm accepting the fact, at this point I'm accepting the fact that I am spotted, I'm in the open. All I'm trying to do is light up targets for my team. IS-6 misses his shot, fortunately. Well, I'm getting the back end of my tank up on the hill, so I've got some elevation to put shots out, and that's when artillery gets me. So, yeah, the K-91, it's a solid tank, solid medium, very fast, but I do find that the advantages it has, the pros that it has, are also sometimes its weaknesses. Its speed is very, very nice if you're the last alive and you need to rush anywhere to reset a cap or whatever, but its speed also means that you end up on the front line with the scouts, and you don't really have the same maneuverability, the same camo ratings as light tanks, so you don't really want to find yourself in that position. So it's a pro and a con. The turret armor is fantastic. It's very, very good, but you don't have the gun depression because it's Russian. They don't believe in gun depression. So if you're on flat ground aiming uphill, your armor will hold up. But if you're trying to hold a ridge line aiming down, you've only got 5 degrees. And if you can work with it, you can work with it. If you can't, you can't. This tank does have its niche. It does have its own particular way of being played, and it's great fun to play, but also it does need support. So if your team is a little bit lacking, it's a little difficult to get to grips with, but that doesn't mean it's a bad tank. This is a good tank, and I would recommend it. I'd say it's a slightly skilled tank, but I would recommend it. And that's about all I have to say on the K-91 version 2. As always, guys, I hope you're all still keeping safe, and I will see you out there.